Hey everybody, it's Sherry from the Crafty Decorator. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. So I could not get my business messenger to work. I could not get it to work. I don't know why. Every day we're having problems with it. I don't know. So I did make a post on Facebook. I don't know if you're all going to see it. I'm going to wait. Oh, someone is on. When you jump on, just say, hey, that you're here. So I know that I'm working. I don't know. I deleted the Messenger app, reinstalled it, restarted my phone. I cannot get it to work. Hi, Kim Messer. How are you? Hi, Sharon Ann. Yes, you did not get a message from me because I can't get it to work. Hi, Marcy and Linda. Good afternoon, Diane. I am on early because John and I are going for a cooking lesson tonight. This restaurant we go to eat at, she called and asked if we wanted to come to a cooking lesson. Not that John needs it, but it'll be fun. Hi, Melangia and Lisa. I changed my light bulb, so we're going to see. I feel like it's dark now. I don't know. Hi, Gloria from Florida. You got my message. Not through Messenger, though, you didn't, right? I posted it on Facebook. Hi, Karen and Debbie. Listen, I'm digging in my craft stash to find what I have to make stuff. Good afternoon, Kim. Hi, Wynn and Peggy. So I did see people make acorns. John just came home. He was working. I even went on his iPad and I couldn't get Messenger to work. But I'm kind of just gluing mine in. We're gonna make some acorns using eggs, plastic eggs, fabric, and jute. Hi, Julie. There's Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, I can't get my Messenger to work. I don't know. So these are the eggs I had in my stash from Walmart. These dyeable eggs. That's what I'm using in my fabrics in my stash. Hi, Becky. Becky, we're gonna make some acorns with fabric, plastic eggs, jute. I ran out in the yard and got some twigs for my little stems. Tammy's Crafts and Crochet. Hello, girl. You're a crocheter. Amanda's a crocheter. No. Yeah, Amanda's a crocheter. My aunt's a knitter. I used to crochet. Hi, Debbie and Tanya. So look, have you guys bought in those package of balloon circles from Dollar Tree? You need to get them because they're very handy. They're very handy. So I traced out a 4-inch circle, which is the inside of this. I received your message on Messenger. My little bell rang to tell me. I wonder how it went because I didn't send it in Messenger. Huh. Do I just post it to Facebook and it goes? I don't know. So I traced the circles on my fabric and cut out my 4-inch circles. Dollar Tree has little craft supplies anymore. I'm shopping my own craft room for ideas. That's me, girl, because I have too much stuff. I do want to find some more of those bow lantern things, candle holders. Hi, Marlene. Okay, here's how I'm doing my eggs. I'm going to find the center of my circle. Hi, Tina. Thank you, Deborah. I'm going to find... Now, I've seen them done where people cut strips and Mod Podge them on there. I don't want to do that. I'm going to find my center. So, 2... Because I'm going to glue this fabric to the bottom of my egg. That's how I make sure I'm getting my egg in the center. You love acorns. Oh my gosh, I saw someone take real acorns and paint jack-o'-lantern faces on them. I'm tempted to go out in the yard and pick up acorns and paint them. I don't know. What would you do with them, though? My daughter sends to Facebook, and I receive it on Messenger. I'm going to try that all the time because I go to Messenger, and it won't let me do it. All right. I'm going to add just a dab of hot glue in the center there where I put my line. And I am putting the pointy part down in my glue. Hi, Norma. Talk about too much stuff. I'm getting fall totes from my storeroom, and oh my God, I couldn't even find myself in there. Oh my God, Norma. I'm trying to, I did downsize some of my fall. Christmas is what I need to downsize. Hi, Jackie and Dawn Pruitt. Okay, so look, I got this glued in the center, and I'm just going to gather it all up. Now, it's not going to lay flat, so you got to, like, pleat it. So I make a pleat. I'm trying to make a pleat and show you, but I got to look at it. Okay, I keep my pleats all going in the same direction, too. So I made a pleat. I'm going to take my hot glue. You know, I usually don't like using hot glue, and I'm going to add hot glue under my fabric there and glue it down. So I have a pleat, but I want my pleat to stay flat. So I hardly even squeeze your gun and put a little hot glue under there. And now I'm just going to do another pleat. Yeah, girl, got notified on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe that's why, maybe they changed. I have to ask Lee, because Lee does the business messenger. I have to ask her how she's doing it. Hi, Lynette. So I'm just going to keep making my pleats around. And add in, I hardly squeeze, because I don't like a lot of hot glue. I got the notice you were on. Well, I'm glad it worked somehow. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, so we're going to learn how to cook tonight. And I think, John thinks, we're going to learn how to cook the shrimp with the mustard sauce. I've eaten it there. Hi, Sarah. Acorns. Afternoon greetings from Iowa. Hi, Carrie. These are so simple, guys. I was doing like a little, I guess I didn't squeeze any hot glue. I was doing like a little assembly line. I was doing them all like this first and then doing the jute part. Notice arrived via Facebook, not the new business messenger. Okay. Well, at least you got notified by Facebook. Because I can't get that business messenger. I can't get it to work. So am I doing two? I'm going to do 2 pleats at the end. Did you try using a running stitch to make the pleats? I tried the running stitch and I didn't like it. I'll show you. I did the running stitch and then you have to make your pleats still and glue down your pleats. I watched someone do it, and I did one, and they don't come out, they did not come out as flat for me. So this was my running stitch one, And see, I don't know. I just didn't care for it. Hi, Diane from upstate New York. Look, I'm going to do another one before I do the jute. You have rain up in New York? We were supposed to get rain today. I wanted to go out and finish trimming the bushes in front of the porch and let the lawn guys do all the rest of them. So I didn't go out there this morning because it was supposed to rain. I had to go get my driver's license photo taken. They are eggs. These are my Walmart dyeable eggs from Walmart. So to me, they look the same size as the plastic little eggs that come apart. If you use a bigger egg, you're probably going to need a bigger circle. And I saw someone make an acorn out of that football, that foam football from Dollar Tree. And I wish I had one in my stash because I would have tried it. The foam football and jute and pine cones. It was really cool. It was really cool. Oh my goodness. Those are adorable. Aren't they cute? I didn't just want to paint them, because I thought about painting them like my metallic colors, but I didn't want to just paint them. You have some of these eggs. Girl, cut yourself out some 4-inch circles and make these eggs. They're so cute. You guys could try the running stitch if you want. I didn't like it. Maybe I'm just doing the pleats wrong on it. I don't know. But I didn't like it. No rain here in New York for almost 2 weeks. We're pretty dry. We haven't had rain for a while either. We were supposed to get rain today. And then it's supposed to be beautiful again, like up through Tuesday of next week. You don't have one of those footballs. I don't. I do not have one of those footballs. I have pine cones, but I do not have one of those footballs. I only want one pleat here. I have never seen circles pattern thing or Dollar Tree. Where in the store? I'll get the packaging and show it to you. They're by the party stuff with the balloons and stuff. They're, oh, I gotta glue that one down. They are these plastic circles. I don't know why you would need them, but they are to measure balloons. I don't know. But they work really good for circles. Let's see, I need this one. I kind of like these three together. These three fabrics. So that's why I did these ones. And thank you, Colleen. But I did a couple without finding my center, and then I ended up uneven. So I'm finding my center. Egg. Hi, Georgianne. Coming on late. Hi, Sherry. What are you crafting today? We're making acorns. We're making acorns. So this is a 4-inch fabric circle. I got to pay attention because one of them I did glue upside down. I glued the bottom part on the fabric and it looks stupid. Do you trace the fabric from the circle? I did, from the center. The center of this is 4 inches. These little circles, you probably won't be able to see it, but they say the size on them. It says 4 inch, and 4 inch is the inside. I'll get the packaging and I'll show you them because you get a whole bunch of different ones. So I'm just gluing down my fabric and then my pleat. Thank you, Jamie. What if you decoupage a napkin on? Oh, you can. You can, and you know what I like about these? They're already white, so you don't have to, you don't have to paint them. I really don't have plastic, like those plastic eggs, Easter eggs that come apart. But you can decoupage a napkin on here. I would cut the napkin, though, in pieces. It's kind of hard to, because I did them with showing my aunt how to do them the one day. And, like, this has a decoupage napkin on it. But I cut the napkin in pieces. Because it was, you couldn't just fold it up. Lorraine, thank you for the stars, girl. You're so sweet. And then I glue down my pleat. I was going to try to make a acorn out of a wool ball. The wool balls for the dryer. Are you talking about the football wreath form? No, that foam, little kids football. It's only like this big. It comes out really cute. It comes out really cute. Oh, Sherry, you just messed up your pleat. There you go. Now, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what she used on the top. I know it's the pine cones. But she cuts the top of the football off. So I'm trying to remember if she used something to glue the pine cones on or if she just did it from the football. You have these eggs somewhere. Doesn't everybody have these eggs in their stash? Okay, so look, I have 3. Now we'll do the jute. This is the jute I'm using. I wanted a thicker jute, and I believe this is from Walmart. I get it at Walmart. It's 4-ply. 4-ply. This is the one I'm using. I wanted a thicker one. I tried to start with the thin one, and it's too thin. Nerf football. Yeah, it's a Nerf football. Hi, Barb from Chicken Pickens. Barb, your little mice were so cute. Instead of eggs, what can you use? I'm trying to think. I gotta think about it. What if you form an egg shape out of foil? What if you form an egg shape out of foil? That might work. Okay, so I am going to add my hot glue just under where my fabric is there. Just under, because I want to hide. And my jute is fatter, so it kind of hides my fabric starting end up there. You could use ping pong balls. They're round though. How do you squish them to an egg shape? Because they're round. I went looking for the wooden leaves, 3 places, didn't find any. Oh, at Dollar Tree. I should have bought them. I seen them the other day, and I should have bought them because I have 2 that I need to finish. I still need to make my video for YouTube. And I really like them in my big tree out there. I used to make egg baskets, and I had to blow out the eggs. Thought my cheeks were going to explode. That's funny. Okay, so I'm back to the end, and I'm just going to jump up above. I'm just going to jump up above. I would stick with the eggs. Yeah, if you don't have them, though, in your stash, really, you could get paper mache ones at Hobby Lobby. But other than that, I don't know where you find eggs now besides online. But if you really want to make them and you don't have any eggs, I don't know. I think I would try forming it out of foil. Thank you for sprinkling, Ruby. Now look, I hardly squeeze my handle on my glue gun because I don't want a lot of glue. I don't want it to squish out. And I push my juke down to make sure. Aw, thank you, Lynette. I don't know what happened to my video last night. It wouldn't post, so I gotta do it and see. I don't know if something's wrong with my video. I have to see. Hi, Sherry. Hope you are having a great day from Illinois. Rosie, I am. I hope you are too. You can use the colored eggs. You can. I don't have any. You can use the colored ones. You're covering everything, so it doesn't matter. But if you're doing napkins, you would have to paint them. This juke gets a little crazy sometimes. It gets kind of wide. What did you make out of the Nerf footballs? I didn't make anything. I don't have any of those footballs. But I watched someone make a acorn. She made an acorn out of it. She covered the bottom with jute. And she cut the top flat. And then she added the pine cone pieces. I just can't remember if she added something to the flat part to glue on the pine cone pieces. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. I found some white eggs. How many are we doing? I have 2 more here. I cut 8 of each fabric. I cut 8. All right, let's see. I'm getting down to the end. I'm going to have to cut my jute. So, thinking, what did I do with my scissors? Oh, thinking right here. Oh, too much. Here's top of my egg. They would be great with your pilgrims. These would be cute. Oh, goodness. Oh, holding a basket of these would be really cute. All right, I need a piece of stem. I don't like a really long stem. Acorns don't have a long stem. So I don't know. I cut mine small. I kind of wiggle my stem around in there to make a hole to be able to glue my stem in there. Okay, hold it a second. Is my fabric wool? No. Oh, you know what though? I have wool plaid fall fabric, fall colors, orange. That would be cute. Leave a loop. You could do a loop. You could do a loop. I don't want to hang mine, but you can. A small foam ball cut in half, cover the bottom with fabric, then make a top using brown color. They would be cute in a dough bowl. That's what I was thinking. But they would be cute on the tree. But my thing is, for the tree, I kind of would like bigger ones. That's why that football was really cute. I need to look at my cord. Sometimes I got to cut my cord because it gets wonky. It gets wonky. Cute mug. I believe it's from Home Goods. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. The guys think we're crazy, like Amanda, and because we're always buying mugs. I told her I put my holiday mugs away. I found on Amazon this fabric mug holder thing to store your mugs in. So I have those for my holiday mugs, and then I just put them in the attic with my holiday stuff. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Linda Clifford. I hope you're having a great day. It's actually would have been a beautiful day to work in the yard because it's not too hot today. They said it might reach 70 today. Now then tomorrow's back to 80. Happy Wednesday, Jamie. Poor Johnny's probably, I don't know, maybe down in headquarters. I got more stuff yesterday, more stuff today. One box I wasn't even expecting. They never sent me a invoice for it. I had to call them. See, I get weird stuff on this jute. I'm going to burn them off. Too bad we didn't save all those. Oh, the leg eggs with the pantyhose came in. What do you call, Hobby Lobby sells the bigger, not the real big paper mache eggs I would get at Easter time there that we made the egg baskets out of. But they sell bigger than this paper mache singly. You buy one each separate. I made turkey out of the leaves. Oh, we did that turkey. Isn't that turkey cute? I have that in my tree. That's in the living room there in the tree. My turkey out of the leaf. And the little turkeys you can make out of popsicle sticks. The small turkey ornaments, and we did a shelf sitter turkey. Thank you, Penny. Almost 90 in California, Taurus. Ugh. I bet you're looking for some cooler weather. I wish the weather would stay like today or yesterday, just like all year long. All right, let's see what I need. I seem to end up cutting it too big. was good. Yeah, the plastic eggs that you fill, you can use those. I didn't have them. I don't have any of those. I made turkeys out of canned liverings and leaves. Girl, you need to send me a picture. I have to share Kimberly Holland's. She said I could share them. Actually, I would like to make them too. I have to see if I can find that corn stuff that's for hamsters, I believe. She did the pumpkin candy apples. The pumpkin, I think they're called pumpkin caramel apples. I forget. But she used the Dollar Tree foam pumpkins. And for the sticks, she used vintage bobbins, and I think one was a little handle that used to be to something. What's the bottom of the acorn? It's these eggs that I had in my stash from Walmart. You can use your Easter eggs that you fill if you have those. You can do those. Any little eggs you can use. Show a finished one. Right here. My perfect weather would be 75 max for daytime, 60 for night. I know. I like it cold at night, though. The 40s doesn't bother me at night. I like it to be colder at night. I like to curl up under the covers. Wasn't that Amanda made? Did Amanda make these? I don't know. I don't remember. She hasn't crafted in so long. I do not know if she made them or not. Mary just got notified. Mary, my messenger wasn't working again today. I even Googled, why can't I get my business messenger to work? And I was doing everything they said to check, and I still can't get it to work. So I just sent a message out on Facebook. Fall is my favorite time of year. Can't stay out in sun too long because of my heart meds I'm on. Tanya, I love fall too. Even when it's sunny though, like when we go to the beach, we're always under the umbrella. I don't lay out in the sun anymore. I did that when I was young. I don't do that no more. Lots of sunscreen. Amanda made those. Oh, candy apples with the pet litter corn stuff. I made candy apples with pet. Maybe it was me. I made them. I made 2 apples. I made the red candy apples, and I made the caramel candy apples. And I used that pet stuff. Glad you found me again. Marlinda, I'm glad you found me too. She didn't get notified. She just happened to find me. I couldn't send out a message today. I hate technology. Amanda made, oh, is a different crafter, not your daughter-in-law. I don't know. I did the candy apples with the pet stuff. I think that was 2 years ago. I did them when I was in Michigan. And I think it was 2 years ago. But I think the pumpkins are really cute that Kimberly Holland did. I might have to try the pumpkins. All right, let's see. I remember those. I love them. I guess that video is gone now. I think it might be on YouTube. I gotta look it up. I think it's on YouTube. I hate hot glue strings. Oh yeah, these are just little sticks out of my yard. They're just little sticks out of the yard. That needs to go down better. I sewed the mounts on my pumpkin people yesterday. My aunt came over. I sat on the porch and I sewed the pumpkin mounts on. I like spring and fall. Can't take the heat. It affects my breathing. Nancy, the only sad part is we don't have much of a spring or fall anymore. It really doesn't last long. Okay, look. Then I take a lighter and I kind of burn all of these little pieces off of the jute. All those little strings hanging. What are you making? We're making acorns. Inky. There's a lot of strings on there. I hate technology too. By the time you figure it out, it changes again. I hate it. And I hate it that Facebook changes stuff all the time and they don't let you know, like, how to do it. I think of these all, I think I have all of these burned. I want to get those circles and show you those circles. So look, these are... Aren't they cute? Hi, Sharon Pike from Chicago. I like them. And I like these together. I like those together. Let me grab that. Okay, so look. These are those circles. They're for measuring balloons. I don't know. Why do you need to measure a balloon? I'm not sure, but they're perfect. There's 2-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And actually, you can go bigger because on each one, the inside is the measurement. So if you need a bigger circle, you could do the outside. Thank you, Julie. And Brenda. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I should just sit here and do more. I don't know. I wanted to do them all. I got to save some so I can make a short little video for YouTube. YouTube is funny. They won't let John download some of my live videos. Thank you, JB. Good afternoon, Paula. Oh, you measure balloons when you make arches and wreaths. I don't do the arch thing. Let's see. Who is that? Tanya Bogan. Is that, did I say your last name right, Tanya? Tanya, Boughan. Tanya, PM me. I will send you some of these. I'll send you a pack of these. Sharon, what's the Y mean? Oh, why? Because they're too long. Oh, my videos end up too long. My live ones. Hi, Lindy. My live videos end up too long sometimes, and it won't let him download them. Hi, Lamona. How are you? I have never seen them at my FT, but I can't find anything. Are you talking about the eggs? Kim Messer, I'll send you eggs. I'll write your name down. Kim Messer. Now, when I gave away those wooden, the wooden beads with the unfinished wooden circle on the end, I forget who it is now. I want to say it's a Ruth. Someone did not message me their address. And I punched it in the computer thinking maybe I had it, but I don't. And my cup is pretty. My little ghost and pumpkins. It's either TJ Maxx or Home Goods or Marshall's, that mug. And it's from either last year or the year before. Angela, I am having a good day. Where did the fabric come from? Well, these are all in my stash, so I don't know. But these are in my stash, and homespun is in my stash. Now, I do have homespun in my shop. This is in my shop. I think it comes, I think I did a package thing. There's a couple different colors and a yard of each one. But I just dug in my stash. I have eggs in my stash. Deborah. I bet a lot of you have eggs in your stash. Crafters have, like, stashes of everything. Angela, we've made, I'm just continuing on, little acorns. Marlene, girl, sending you big hugs. Her pain meds are wearing off. Go rest, girl. My cold's almost gone. Sherry, how is Amanda doing? She is doing good. She does want to get back to crafting. She does. She's got to, like, redo her craft area because the kids got a little crazy down there with her in her craft area and made a mess. They used her craft supplies and they were crafting. I have to go get some of those circles. Oh, Tanya, do you not want the eggs? Do you not want the eggs? Roe Miller, the eggs are from Walmart last year. Look, I had 3 sets to give away, so I'll send you a set. Roe Miller, Bushimi, am I saying that right? Buscemi. Roe Miller, PM me your address, girl. Those were my extra eggs I had in my stash. Because I was like, what could I give away? Let's give away the eggs that I'm using. Let's see. I think one is too big. I need to make two pleats. The stems are just sticks from my yard. I went out to one of the bushes and I broke some of the dead stems off. You're welcome, bro. Make sure you guys PM me because your addresses. Because last week, they did not PM me their address. So it's sitting downstairs in an envelope. Hi, Becky. Becky, I'm sorry, girl. I had 3 extra sets and I just gave them all away. How big is the circle? 4 inches. 4 inches. So if you choose to do bigger eggs, like if I did a bigger egg than this, I guess I would cut a 6-inch circle first. And see how that fit. You're going to have to judge if you use a bigger egg. I was just at our Dollar Tree and never seen any circles, and I was by the balloons. Is that where they are? I believe they're by the balloons. They're with all the party stuff. So, you know, every Dollar Tree, I find the same thing in different spots at all different Dollar Trees. So, check by all of the party stuff. Do you know how they sell the plastic like sticks with the little balloon attachment so you can blow up a balloon and attach it to the stick? They're right by those. I found them by those. Every Dollar Tree puts their stuff in a different spot. Go drive the bus. Carrie, stay safe, girl. Stay safe. She must drive a school bus. So the jute I'm using is from Walmart. It's 4-ply. I like a thicker jute, if you weren't on when I did these before. Yes, okay. She will look again. I gave my aunt a set of them to use as circles because you get a perfect circle. I am definitely craft room hoarder. I haven't crafted in a year due to illness, but I still collect stuff. Oh. You're funny. Gabe Phillips, you're funny. I hope you're feeling better. Time to craft. Come on. Even if it's just for like a half hour. You can make a bunch of these in a half hour. And yes, I am definitely a hoarder and I gotta stop. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with those beautiful Santa rub-on transfers that I got from Amazon that I showed you a while back. I need to find the right size thing to put them on. Hi, Karen Jacobs. I am good, and thank you for sprinkling, girl. How are you? John keeps fighting off getting my cold. He woke up sneezing yesterday. I was like, shouldn't be kissing me if you don't want my cold. No, they are not styrofoam. These are plastic. So do you have any of the plastic fillable eggs? You can use those. Paper mache eggs. We are all hoarders. If you're a crafter, you're a hoarder. Whoops. There it is. Karen Jacobs, I'm glad you're good. Hi, Shannon. You just jumped on. Got glue all over my fingers. Hoarding supplies is what crafters do. We may need it someday. Deborah, I know. And I told my aunt, I said, I really just want to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff I have down in the basement, craft stuff, and start over and only buy what I'm going to use. And, but then you think about it, if you don't have that stuff and you want to do Christmas and Christmas isn't out yet, like Christmas in July, how are you going to get stuff? You have it in your stash. If you can't find the balloon circles, use the thin cutting boards at Dollar Tree and cut out a 4-inch circle. Oh, the plastic cutting boards. Yeah, plastic eggs. That's what I'm using, Julie. These are plastic eggs that I got at Walmart at Easter time. Plastic eggs. This jute has a lot of strength. Sherry, I finally found some of those glass hats for the snowman or snow women that you made a few years ago. I'm making, oh gosh, I'm making a snowman with one of them. Girl, those things are so hard to find. And when you find them sometimes at the antique stores, they're like $11 for one. I'll pay it because it makes your snowman. But I did find one once at Goodwill and it was $1. I was so excited. I have to find some because I think for St. Joseph's, my auctions, I think I may do snowmen instead of more teapot girls. Hey, sweet Pamela. My kids and grandkids say I'm a hoarder. My husband thinks I'm a hoarder. Most definitely. Most definitely. I still need to hang my sconce lights over my nightstands in the bedroom. I was thinking I was going to hook them onto something like an old cabinet door and then hang them on the wall. But I think I'm just going to hang them on the wall because my wall is wood behind the bed. Oh, Deborah. Deborah, when I hear a clicker, Judy, I think styrofoam will work. Just be careful with the hot glue because you know it'll melt your styrofoam. So don't use like a whole ton of hot glue. Even on these, I don't use a lot of hot glue. I just squeeze my trigger very lightly. When I'm in Hobby Lobby and I hear that little gun clicking, Sherry's running to see what they're marking down. Thank you, Julie. I run to see what they're marking down. Every time I'm in Hobby Lobby, I look up and down the aisles as I'm walking by. to see if I see any of those orange stickers. Not that I need another thing. You have not been to Dollar Tree in months. Girl, I tried staying out of there for a while. They are putting their Christmas out. And someone told me Walmart was putting Christmas out. Our Walmart doesn't even really have any fall. It's all Halloween. They don't have like any fall. They do have the wooden. Do I have any? Wait. From last year. Oh, I do. Okay. They do have these. These light up pumpkins. Now in my Walmart, they were over by the fabric on an end cap. They have those. We used that last year. They have a ghost shape this year. And they had something else, I think. A pumpkin, a ghost, and I want to say there was something else. Hi, Catherine from Indiana. I'm just hanging with you because I haven't been on in a little while. And I might as well do these. I still got to go outside and spray our pumpkin. I got to go outside and spray the pumpkin. Hi, Carol. I don't have nothing else new to show you. I haven't really been shopping. You say Walmart for the pumpkin. Yes, this is Walmart. Now, when I bought these last year, they were $4.98. I want to say they're $6.98 now. I can't be positive. But it's Walmart. And now in my Walmart, they were by the fabric on an end cap. So I'm not sure where they'd be in your Walmart. Oh, beef stew. That is one thing I really love about fall and winter. It's soup and stew time. Soup and stew time. What vacay or trips are left for this year? Christy Martin. Okay. So, next weekend, John is taking me to Atlantic City. And Petey is meeting us there. It's after my birthday, but that's when we're celebrating my birthday. Next weekend. And then when we come back, that Thursday, we're there till, I think we come back on Tuesday. We go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and come back Tuesday. And then, oh, Sherry, pay attention. Push it down. Then that Thursday, I'm going to go to Michigan. Because Levi's birthday. And I should think, I bought one of those big, humongous, clear, fillable eggs from Walmart at Easter. And then I bought a dinosaur. He's having a dinosaur birthday party, of course, again. Yes, soup and stew. Oh, they're the best, Lynette, in the winter. I wanna paint the egg, but I want you to be able to see the dinosaur through it. So I was thinking I might just frost spray paint the egg or use that the frosted green spray paint and then like draw cracks on the egg. I don't know. I thought it would make a cute centerpiece. And then he can open it and have the dinosaur. Happy Wednesday, Susan. I had to find him a dinosaur scooter. My daughter-in-law, Ashley, said, get him. See if they make a dinosaur scooter. So, and he's into red now. He wanted a red dinosaur. Patty, we're making little acorns. So I Googled it and I did find, not red, but a really cool dinosaur scooter. And the handlebars had the head on it and it made dinosaur sounds. And I tried to order it and they said they don't deliver here. And I think it was coming from Mexico. So I think it was Mexico, and that's why they weren't going to deliver. So I had to find a different one. They're very hard to find. Ooh, chili. Yeah, chili. John likes making chili when I'm gone away, and he's home alone because he likes it spicy, and I don't like it spicy. So if I'm gone away somewhere, he'll make the chili. How old is he? He's going to be 4. He's going to be 4. So I did find one by another company, but I had to get blue. They didn't even have green. And it doesn't make noise, but the wheels light up all different colors. But the head don't make noise. And I really wish it made noise. Happy birthday. I don't even know what today's date is, right? What is today's date? I don't really celebrate really my birthday. Who wants to remember how old you're getting? Sherry is an amazing crafter and always inspired me whole time I have followed her. Karen Jacobs, you're so sweet. I do think John locked himself in headquarters again. Because I don't hear him. Oh, here he comes. Come say hello. Yeah, I can finish. Is it time for us to go?
Be there for 4:30.
Oh, I thought 5 o'clock. I gotta go soon, guys. I told them we're going for a cooking lesson. I didn't know we had to be there at 4:30.
I don't know if I need lessons, but we're going to find out.
Oh, today's the 17th. I didn't even know what today's date is. You do not need lessons. But lucky it's only down the road.
Yeah, 4:30.
Hi, Julie. Yeah, 4:30 we got to be there. Okay. I'll say goodbye for now. And try some acorns. And girls, make sure you PM me your addresses so I can mail your eggs out tomorrow. Everyone said hello, John. I guess I don't need to change. I didn't know we had to be there at 4:30. All right, I got to go wash my hands. Just another day. I know. It's just another day. I'm not, like, big on celebrating. Jen takes me out for dinner. That's good enough for me. I don't need presents. I don't need all of that stuff. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go, and I'll let you know how we do with the cooking class. I'm going to see if I take pictures while we're there. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. All right, bye.